everyone, witam wszystkich serdecznie. Buenas noches. Rozpoczynam kolejne spotkanie czwartkowe. So I start my weekly live with you. I start with music. Hi everybody, welcome. Who we have here? Hi Maharshi. Lots of love to India from Poland. I have never been to India, but I am sure I will come with my concerts there sometimes. Hello guys. Big Chopin lover and pianist from India. Wonderful. Lukas, pozdrawiam serdecznie. So guys, do you know this piece that I played? Hi Nick, you are very welcomed here. It's a beautiful country, and depending on where you go, you always can find something. Amy, oh, that is a great comment, and it's really a fantastic compliment to Mr. Chopin himself, who wrote a fugue. Chopin fugue. I don't know if you did, maybe you didn't see because it's a mirror now, but it's a Frédéric Chopin's fugue. It sounds like Chopin and it sounds like Bach, sorry, but it's of course Chopin's student piece when he was young, when he was still in high school, and he just wrote it as a kind of homework. But he was definitely, of course, inspired by Bach. Oh, proszę pana, czy ty, nie wiem, może na ty będziemy. Marsz troli, nie za szybko. To jest marsz. Nie za szybko. I'm saying in Polish that somebody has problems with March of the Trolls by Greek, and I tell him not too fast. It's a march, it's not a running. The trolls can't run, they march. Oh, Macedonia, I have never been there. Hello, Mimi, and great to meet you. I hope to come there with my Chopin one day. Of course, I would love to. Who are your top 5 composers? Where would you rank Bach and Scarlatti? Oh, it depends on whether those are composers to play and to present to the public, or just composers that I enjoy listening. It's very hard because there's so much music. But I love Scriabin, absolutely. Especially young and middle-aged Scriabin, before he changed his musical language to abstract, completely abstract. But I can tell you, well, Maharshi, I will tell you, of course I can tell you, I can help you. Just wait a second. First, top 5 composers, which is not so easy, but the first 2 I know already, because my absolute number 1, since I'm very early, for all my life actually, is Piotr Tchaikovsky. I love Piotr Tchaikovsky, whatever he wrote, I love. From when I was, I don't know, I discovered him probably already when I was in the belly of my mother, because my parents were listening. My parents are not musicians, but they were listening to classical music when I was a baby as well, and I found out later that they actually had a lot of records from Tchaikovsky. Maybe that's why this music really touches my heart to the deepest level. Maybe not so much piano music, except of a few pieces, especially October from the seasons. But number 2 is Chopin, of course. And then it's difficult to say, because well, I love Schubert also, but not everything that he wrote. His salon music, a lot of those pieces that nobody really performs, nobody plays, it's not so good. But Schubert, who is really Schubert, who plays, who writes from his heart, is one of my beloved composers. And so that's number 3, let's say. And I think number 4, I would say Bach. But not really for playing. Of course, I play for myself sometimes Bach, but I listen a lot to Bach's music. That's number 4. And number 5, difficult. Probably Mozart. Because Mozart's music always makes me smile, and I listen and I play a lot, and I really enjoy. Oh, Mimi, oh, thanks, that's so great to hear. Yes, I remember, congratulations, lovely, that's great to hear, and of course you should experiment, and you should try to to meditate about it and go inside yourself to control your mental, just like I said last time. And about the ballad number 2, of course coda is very hard, especially when we get tense here, so you should be careful. I recommend to practice it very short parts. Stop and go down with your hand, relax, and then you can repeat this again. Go down, go down, and actually this you can repeat 100 times. Just give it a try and let me know next week if it helped. 100 times like this. Down, down. You can do it hands together, hands separately. Then when you finish, then you do the second, the same way. Then the first. This you have to do a little longer group. And stop and relax again. And relax. And then you stop, stop, and so on. So just cut it into very small groups. Play as fast as you can. Use your, just like we are clapping very fast. That's exactly how you should do. Ta 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 dum, ta 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 dum, ta 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 ta. This is the way. What do you think about the new book with letters of Friederike Müller? I have them and I started to read them. I read them. I started at the beginning, then I went in some middle, and well, they are actually very special. Sometimes though, what I read, it's hard to believe in some things, because it seems like maybe sometimes she's just overwriting, over describing some things. You know how it was that time, and we cannot really say if everything that he writes is 100% true. But what I really love is Chopin's letters, and I encourage and advise everybody to read Chopin letters over and over again. I do it when I start, I finish, and I start again, and I finish. I have 2 books of all his letters that survived. Every time I read his letter, it's like his music. I found something else. It's very empathic to read what he wrote, and it's really, really special. Hi Martin, and thank you very much. I started playing the piano when I was 7. It was my parents' idea, and they were inspired by my teacher in my school, preschool. When I was 6, I think I went to preschool, and the teacher said to my parents, "Oh, your son is singing very, very in tune, very beautiful, fantastic. So maybe you should encourage him to go to a music school." So when I was 7, I started, and this was when I got my first piano, upright piano, which I had for many, many years. A beautiful old German upright brown with, the candles. Well, we didn't have candles, but it was like there was some places to put the candles, and the candle, and it was very heavy, actually, I remember. And that's how it started. At first I only played my own music. I didn't like music that my teacher gave me. It was boring for me. So I was composing more, but I played a lot. I really found it fascinating. And here I am, still playing the piano. Hi Nicholas. I would recommend you to try to learn the right hand without looking. So close your eyes, learn the right hand alone, and then just when you play, don't look at the right hand, just follow the left hand. Yes, hi Potted Rodent, hello. Yes, I did. I have this book, I read it about maybe 2 years ago, and I think it's one of the best Chopin's biographies that exists now, definitely. So I strongly, highly recommend this book to everybody. what do you think is the least difficult Chopin etude? Hi, Crack Caster. I'm sorry I missed your comment, but now I see it. And well, the least difficult Chopin etude. It's difficult to say. They are all very hard. So, well, for me, personally, the least difficult is the revolutionary one, the C minor Opus 10 number 12. But the reason is that I played it a few hundred times in public, I played it many times, I learned left hand alone, and it's just the piece that I can, for example, I don't practice it for 3-4 months, and I can play it as an encore without even checking it. Also, Opus 10 number 1 is not so difficult for me, but I'm not going to say it because I know for everybody it's really hard. But this is another thing. I played it all my life. Maybe Opus 10 number 5. Maybe Opus 25 number 1 and 2. Those are. Hi, Mina. Thank you very much. And thank you, really. I never really considered myself as a talented, really. But I more like hardworking. I really had. I was not child prodigy in my life. I had to really study a lot, change my technique, work very hard, and I had to go back and start over again when I was 18 or 19 with like a lot of new things in my technique. That's why, by the way, now I think I can see this in others, so I like to help other people with these problems, because I can see, first of all, what problem they have, and second of all, I believe that everything is possible. But thank you so much. And then I think it's just huge passion and love for the music and for the composers that I play. Waltz 62. What Lucas? What do you mean? Hi, Lazarus. And should my wrist be at the piano? Just in the same level. That the white keys. This is the correct position, and you should move it. Wrist should always be flexible. A waltz Opus 64 number 2. Yes, but what about it? I love it. I love it absolutely. I'm going to perform it soon again, and Azrael, sorry, I will go up and see also your question. I'm sorry, I was talking. Books about accurate Chopin letters. Well, of course there is. I think there is an English version of all his letters, so I advise you. Oh, now I see you, Azrael. I'm not advanced pianist, not even intermediate, but I think I always, excuse me. Oh, I mean, I always preferred difficult pieces, some like Opus. Oh, I lost it. Wait, it's not so easy, you know. Opus 41 or Prelude number 24. You think I should still try to learn them? It depends. How old are you? That's the first thing. Well, sometimes, you know, I think that it's better to study something that we have passion to, that we really want to play, and we can sit for 6, 7, 8 hours because we want to play it, we love it. We just have to find the way. So I think, yes, don't give up, just find the way. Don't try to sound like a recording immediately. You have to accept the fact that maybe it will take you a long time. Practice very slowly, practice hands separately a lot. And that's what my answer is. Witam, Korks, i no marzę o tym, naprawdę. Już się do tego powoli przymierzałem, ale priorytetami moimi są w tej chwili koncerty, ale przede wszystkim też nowe płyty Chopina. Więc teraz też pracuję zwłaszcza nad nowymi płytami, żeby przygotować, przynajmniej mam w planie 2-3 w tym roku, ale Mozart, myślę, że tak. Myślę, że Wiesz co, nawet może jutro siądę, obiecuję, siądę i wpiszę to w plan, żeby jakoś to w planie mieć. Więcej lista i racha. Racha gram mało, przyznam szczerze. Jakoś tak może za czasów szkolnych i studiów mało gdzieś tam nauczyciele zaszczepili we mnie racha, a teraz to po prostu już dla mnie jest tak dużo nut, ale kiedyś też do niego sięgnę. Nawet ostatnio patrzyłem na 3. koncert. Okay, I'm good at piano playing, but really bad at reading music. It's so slow and painful. Any tips? Of course, 0, of course. There is one tip. Good evening, Phil. Good to see you. There is one tip. You have to accept there is no shortcut to have a good notes reading. Absolutely not. All you have to do is to accept this pain and practice it every day. Start from very easy children pieces. Decide that you will sight read 1 hour a day. That's how I did. After 2 years, you will be a great reader. I sight read all the children, like etudes and everything, and then I went to Rameau, all the Rameau that I found on the internet, Couperin, all that, and then all the Scarlatti sonatas I sight read. After that, I was really very good sight reader, I must tell you. You are 37, so of course you should, but I say, just be wise. Don't try to play like recordings. Good afternoon, USA. Good to see you, Craigie Island. So yeah, this is also another problem. When you are too good to sight reading, then you hardly memorize. Maybe you don't have to memorize. Not everybody has to memorize. Dobry wieczór, panie Grzegorzu. Och, jak mi jest miło. I ja wracam do Rzeszowa. Strasznie się cieszę. Ten koncert pozostał w mojej pamięci. Będę tam, mam nadzieję, co roku i już się cieszę na koncert w tym roku. You are 30, yes. Some tips to learn Opus 72 number 1. Sylvia, can you tell me which piece is this? Because I'm sorry, I don't know the posthumous opuses that Chopin didn't put the opus. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, probably I'm like Chopin himself. If it was Chopin, not me, and you ask him this question, can you help me Opus 70? He said he would tell you, what? I have never written an Opus 72. He finished, his last opus was 65, so you have to tell me what is this, then I will tell you. Hello, Thomas. A lot of rotation, Chopin Ocean Etude. Yes, we need. A nocturne, thank you, Bartosz, thank you. Yes, probably I knew it, but it's I was afraid of making a fool of myself by maybe saying something else. There are a lot of these polonaises, which were 70 something. Well, tips for the nocturne. Yes, of course. Don't play too slow. Left hand very soft. Very soft. A big difference between left hand and the right hand, which should... Oh, you see? We still hear the G. If you play, then it's done. So this is what I would suggest to Sylvia. What music would Chopin play if he were alive today? God, who knows? He would play himself, I think. He would learn all Chopin and play it all Chopin. And this nocturne is beautiful, and it's crying. Chopin is crying. Already the first note, you know. It's just so sad that I have never performed it. It's too sad. A soft sound to reach it to. What do you mean 0? Eins, dzięki, ale chyba nie mówmy tak, bo to jest bluźnierstwo. Is the last movement of third Chopin sonata about battlefield? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's an interesting idea, absolutely. But I don't think like that. I'm going back, but I think, yeah, I hope. Do you think the last 4 chords of Ballad number 4 is secretly the main theme, or is it a stretch? I never thought about it. I don't think like that. I just think it's just the ending, or the virtuoso, powerful ending of Hello, Alessandro. Which nocturne is number 18? You guys give me such a difficult questions. I don't know. Where are my nocturnes? And if you tell me the opus or the key, then I will tell you. Using imagination in piano playing to achieve a soft, delicate sound. I mean, of course, yes. Thank you, Bartosz. You know everything. You should be here in my place. Yes, of course. You have to imagine touching something very fragile. Then your touch will be very fragile as well. Excuse me, guys. I have to check. Okay, I'm sorry. In 1 minute, I start my live in Facebook, so I cannot stay with you more. I have to switch to Facebook. But so imagine touching something very delicate, something, I don't know, a flower or a butterfly or a little baby, and think about that. And that helps a lot. Ja bardzo przepraszam, muszę już przenosić się na Facebook, ponieważ tam mam live'a teraz na mojej stronie, więc już nie dam rady dzisiaj zostać. I'm sorry I didn't answer, but I will be next week. Lasagna etude. Thanks. You make me so happy. Okay. You know what to do to keep me here. Well, I can't stop. It's just so beautiful, I can't stop. I'm sorry, guys, I have to leave you. I love being with you here, but there are others on Facebook. You can switch to Facebook if you have Facebook. You just find my name, Grzegorz, and then my second name. You know how to spell it, I hope. There is a fan page, and I'm there. I'm mostly speaking Polish, but I also speak a little English. Bye, see you, and see you next week. Next week, the same time, I'm here.